जी माइक खोलें।
थैंक यू मिस्टर स्पीकर। जनाब स्पीकर बहुत शुक्रिया। देखिए जनाब स्पीकर, हमारी जो रिज़र्व सीट्स है पहले दिन से हम उस पर बात चले की आ रहे, जो ये हम आपको पॉइंट आउट करा रहे हैं कि इनको वोट ना दी जाए। ये मैं आपके पास सिर्फ वो फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर कोट करता हूँ कि डिस्प्यूट किस चीज़ का है। पाकिस्तान तहरीक इंसाफ के बे कैंडिडेट्स जिन्होंने SIC को ज्वाइन किया, सुन्नी इत्तेहाद काउंसिल, वो हमारे 86 MNAs इस हाउस में और 9 MPAs सिंध असम्बली में हैं, 107 MPAs हमारे पंजाब असम्बली में हैं और 90 MPAs हमारे KPK असम्बली में। इसके बेस पे इलेक्शन कमीशन के पास इस असम्बली में जो 60 सीट्स है नेशनल असम्बली में वोमेन
जी, काइंडली प्लीज, आप लोगों की आवाज बहुत गूंज रही है बीच में। जुनैद साहब आपकी आवाज बहुत गूंज रही है। ऑनरेबल मेंबर इज स्पीकिंग, प्लीज। जी
जनाब स्पीकर, यहाँ जो नेशनल असम्बली में 60 वोमेन की सीट्स है और 10 नॉन मुस्लिम्स की है। बाकी प्रोविंसेस में जो सीट है उसको बेस पे इलेक्शन कमीशन ने जो सीट प्रिजर्व रखी थी हमारे लिए सब्जेक्ट टू देयर डिसीजंस, वो सीट्स है 8 वमेन सीट KPK असम्बली से जो हमारे आने थे उनके लिए प्रिजर्व कर दी, 12 वमेन सीट पंजाब से जो आने वाली उनके लिए रिजर्व कर दी और 3 नॉन मुस्लिम के लिए रिजर्व कर दी इस असम्बली में। ये 23 सीट्स हैं। इसके अलावा जो KPK असम्बली में है वहाँ 21 वमेन की सीट्स है। पंजाब असम्बली में हमारे 24 MPA की सीट्स है और नॉन मुस्लिम की सिंध असम्बली में 2 वमेन की सीट्स है। KPK में 21, पंजाब में 24 और सिंध असम्बली में 2। नाम ये टोटल स्पीकर साहब 47 सीटें बनती है। हमारी 8 नॉन मुस्लिम्स की बनती है प्रोविंशियल असम्बलीज में। इस पे जो पिटीशन का जिक्र आ रहा है जनाब स्पीकर, हमने पिटीशन किस तरीके से फाइल की, हमने 4 एप्लीकेशनें भेजी इलेक्शन कमीशन को और इलेक्शन कमीशन से हमने मुतालिबा किया कि नेशनल असम्बली और 3 प्रोविंशियल मिसरी असम्बली में हमारे वोमेन और नॉन मुस्लिम की रिजर्व सीटें दें। कमीशन ने उस पर डिसीजन देने से पहले इंतज़ार किया और 6 और एप्लीकेशन आई है दूसरी पार्टियों की। उसके बाद इलेक्शन कमीशन ने सुना, अब इनको सिर्फ नोट फरमा लें, 28 तारीख को हेयरिंग हुई, 1 तारीख को इलेक्शन कमीशन ने उस पर ऑर्डर किया 1 मार्च, लेकिन इलेक्शन कमीशन ने अपने ऑर्डर को अनाउंस नहीं किया। इलेक्शन कमीशन ने ऑर्डर अनाउंस किया 4 तारीख को 4 बजे दिन, 4 तारीख को 4 मार्च को इलेक्शन कमीशन ने ऑर्डर अनाउंस किया और 4 मार्च को ही नोटिफिकेशन इशू की। इसलिए जब हम पेशावर हाई कोर्ट गए तो एक नोटिफिकेशन के अलावा बाकी नोटिफिकेशनें नहीं थी, लेकिन हमने प्रिसाइसली स्पेसिफिकली पूरे पाकिस्तान की सीटों का जिक्र किया और कोर्ट ने हमें स्टे दे दिया। और इस स्टे में आदो प्रिसाइसली ये वर्ड लिखे थे कि द स्पीकर शैल नॉट एडमिनिस्टर वोट, उसमें 5 to 20 सेकंड तक रिस्पॉन्डेंट थे, उसमें KP वाले शामिल थे, लेकिन ये ज़रूर इंक्लूड था उनके सब्जेक्ट मैटर में कि उनको किसी सूरत ओथ एडमिनिस्टर की नहीं किया जाएगा। वो ऑर्डर की कापी आपके पास भेजना इलेक्शन कमीशन की सवाबदीद है। इनको जब तक वो ऑर्डर सारे हाई कोर्ट फैसला नहीं करती वो आपके पास कम्युनिकेट हुआ होगा। अगर वो आपके पास नहीं तो वो हाई कोर्ट का काम है, क्योंकि रेस्टे का मैटर हाई कोर्ट खुद इंप्लीमेंटेशन बेंच भेजती है और इलेक्शन कमीशन भेजता है। उससे पहले इनको ओथ एडमिनिस्टर करना उस ओथ की वायलेशन है और हमारी राइट की वायलेशन है। हम ये पॉइंट आउट करना चाह रहे हैं स्पीकर।
जी गौहर साहब, आपने बजा फरमाया, ना हमें कोर्ट की तरफ से इतला आई है ना इलेक्शन कमीशन की तरफ से, तो हम अटॉर्नी जनरल का व्यू पॉइंट भी ले लेते हैं, फिर आप इफ़ यू नीड टू रिस्पॉन्ड आफ्टर दैट देख लीजिएगा। जी अटॉर्नी जनरल साहब।
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I will not be addressing this august House on the merits of the matter, because the matter is sub judice now, not just because before one High Court, which is Peshawar High Court, but also 2 other High Courts. It was taken up before the Sindh High Court and the Lahore High Court earlier today. And I would first deal with the Peshawar High Court's decision and then take this House through what happened in Lahore and in Karachi in the Sindh High Court today. Mr. Speaker, the matter before Peshawar High Court, as the learned member has rightly pointed out, related to the seats, which reserved seats for women. The 8 returned candidates which were notified by the Election Commission were impleaded as respondents in that petition. It was only those 8 reserved seats for women, the returned candidates on those seats for women which were impleaded as respondents, and the Peshawar High Court has granted an injunction and restrained an oath to be administered to them, and as I understand, that oath has not been administered today.
जी ये सही है कि केपी का कोई मेंबर
So this is in conform or is in accordance with the order of the Peshawar High Court.
मगर अटॉर्नी जनरल साहब हमारे पास ना कोर्ट का आया और ना इलेक्शन कमीशन का सेक्रेटेरिएट तक आया.
Sir, if I may, sir, as far as the order of the Peshawar High Court is concerned, that order was announced, and as I understand, those 8 returned candidates have not been given oath. If they have not been given oath by you, then, in my opinion, there is no contempt. But as far as the other 2 matters are concerned, I believe my learned friend is perhaps aware of them. The Lahore High Court has not granted an injunction. It has issued notices to all parties for 13th, I believe, which is next Wednesday, when the matter will be taken up. Now, if the members who have been administered oath today belong to the province of Punjab, then surely my learned friend would agree that the territorial jurisdiction of Peshawar High Court would not extend to province of Punjab, or to that extent members who have been declared returned candidates for the seats allocated to Punjab. Under clause 3 of Article 51, Mr. Speaker, the reserved seats for women are allocated to each of the provinces. So the total 60 seats to the reserve for women are allocated to each of the provinces, and the percentage share of each political party is worked out on the basis of general seats which they win from each of the provinces, and that is how the seats are then distributed. So therefore, as far as the Peshawar High Court's decision is concerned, it surely applies to the reserved seats which are allocated to the province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but it cannot apply under the Constitution to other provinces because, as I said, the reserved seats for women are allocated or allocatable to each of the provinces, separately. Now, the other matter, Mr. Speaker, relates to the seats reserved for non-Muslims. I have gone through the petition, the memo of parties of the petition. I have not seen any non-Muslim being impleaded in that petition. My understanding is that the candidates, or at least the contesting candidates, if there were any at that time, none of them belonged to province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, because if it was so, I am assuming they would have come forward and had become a party to that petition. So as far as the legal position stands, in my opinion, Mr. Speaker, the order of Peshawar High Court would surely apply to those 8 reserved seats for women, and they cannot be administered oath till such time the Peshawar High Court either withdraws that injunctive order or rejects the petition. But the oaths administered today, if they are confined to members who have been declared as returned candidates for reserved seats for women from province of Punjab, or the reserved seats for non-Muslims, and the candidates, of course, the reserved seats for non-Muslims are allocatable to the entire country, but if none of them, the candidates who claim that they should have been given that reserved seat is before the Peshawar High Court, in that case, the injunctive order would not apply to the reserved seats for non-Muslims either, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, sir.
Ji, Gohar sir.
Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, what the learned Attorney General is actually said is actually referring to, and I think that he has not read the order, he has actually not gone through the petition that we filed in the Peshawar High Court. I will just go through some of them. I have the copy of it. Mr. Speaker, we filed the petition in High Court. And the High Court is against, the petition is against the order of the Election Commission that was passed on the 1st but announced on the 3rd of March. And in that petition, when it came up for hearing, there was a constitutional issue involved in the High Court of the Learned Division bench, referred it to, which is now being heard by a 5-member bench. The High Court actually formulated a number of questions. 6 questions were formulated. One of those questions is, whether the Election Commission of Pakistan has misconstrued and misinterpreted the provision of Article 51C of the Constitution, read with Section 104 of the Election Act 2017 and Rules 2, 94, 92 and 94 of the Election Rules 2017. In view of the above formulated questions of law, we refer the matter to Honorable Chief Justice of this Court for constitution of a larger bench to educate upon the intricate constitutional questions involved in the matter. Notice be issued to the Worthy Attorney General for Pakistan and the Worthy Advocate General for KPK under this to assist this in the subject matter. Mr. Speaker, that is precisely the questions before the High Court, and the matters involve not only the interpretation, but that involves an order passed by the Election Commission. And whenever the Election Commission order is in questions, that applies to the entire Federation. Our submission is that the entire case is now sub judice. Therefore, no one is supposed to be administered oath, whether it's from KPK or whether it's from Punjab. May I have your attention, Speaker?
Speaker Sahab, attention please.
Ji, Gohar sir.
Mr. Speaker, therefore the matter is sub judice, not only sub judice in the High Court, but the High Court has passed a stay order, and that applies to all cases. And my request therefore be, Your Honor, Mr. Speaker, we are submitting that no one shall be administered.
Ji, thank you. Mera khayal hai